I've decided one thing. I hate your kids. Your kids are assholes. They're all assholes.
Spoiled little assholes.
But you get on the train, right? And listen, man, I've been talking about my anxiety issues and shit for, a couple weeks now and whatever. I'm really making it like public so everyone knows about it. So I get on a crowded train the other day, and these two insipid fucking women get on with their stupid kids onto the train. And I would be fine with that. Shut these little fucking animals up. You either should have been inside a condom or you should have swallowed them like a good girl usually does. If you can't shut them up, you shouldn't fucking have kids. Like, I'm not even joking. I hate your kids. When they act like that, my kids never acted like that. Never. If my kids ever spoke up anywhere in public, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
What were they doing mostly?
Just being loud and fucking obnoxious, jumping up and down on the seat that they were in because some stupid schmuck decided to let their animal sit next to him. And this guy's coming home from work. He's a construction worker, he's all that, and he's tired, man. These fucking guys work hard, And you got to have your little piece of shit kid that doesn't even deserve to be on the train. Honestly, he should have picked the kid up by the scruff of his neck, walked between cars, and threw him the fuck off so the train could just continue going, so normal people can get home. Because I don't care.
Unbelievable.
I don't. Don't fuck with my commute. Like, it's bad enough. I'm in the middle of a panic attack on a train because I can't stand to be around the crowds. Mm-hmm. The fucking lovely Long Island Railroad, which honestly should be just firebombed to begin with.
That blows, man.
But it takes a train from 10 cars down to 6. So we're packed like Mario's family coming over the border. And fucking, I'm stuck in a corner, like literally curled up into a ball. And you have your asshole kids on there? Fuck your kids.
Fuck your kids.
I'm not even joking. Seriously.
Like 1, 2, 3,
Sacrifice them to Kevin Spacey for all I give a shit. I really don't care.
Fuck your kids.
No, there was 4 of them. 4 insipid little fucking rugrats that should have had their faces bashed off everything that was solid in sight. I mean, come on. There are normal people trying to work. Because your kids are on vacation from school this week affects my life in no way, except for the fact that you're on my train and fucking with me.
Knowing you, if you had the chance, you would try to at least elbow one in the back of the neck.
Mario, if I could have gotten out of my seat, if I wasn't squished by 2 of the fattest women this side of Rasputia, I would have got up and I would have slapped the kid myself. Shut the fuck up.
If he was only in the walkway, he was just walking by.
I did ask the kid, hey kid, come here. You ever had your jaw broken? Okay, because it's going to happen now. I'll give you something to fucking scream about, you little piece of shit.
The best time to have the Pennywise mask.
Hello, kid. What's your name?
Anyway, I'm actually genuinely in a good mood, believe it or not.
Oh.
I'm happy to do this show with you guys. I'm happy for the people out there that are watching this. And, like I said, Christmas is coming, so I'm all excited about that. And I'm really not. No, I am. I'm excited about Christmas. And
The excitement level goes down as you get older.
but
The kids get older.
Yeah, but at that point, though, that's when the holiday changes. It's not about,
Right.
The kids waking up on Christmas morning, running down the stairs, and you're in your robe and slippers with your pipe in your mouth, and your wife has just finished taking a beating because the coffee wasn't hot enough.
Exactly. Yep.
So, it's not like that anymore. So, it becomes more of a family thing where everybody gets to hang and, eat and drink and do whatever you're going to do together. And I think that is better as far as I'm concerned, than, all the handing out of gifts and running around like a lunatic and stuff like that.
Right.
That to me is everything. That's like the best gift that you could get, really.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But you know what? The people and the stores made Christmas not the way it used to be. But, it's all about a fucking rush now.
Well,
It's a marketing thing.
Exactly.
Sure, it's basically trying to make dollars on one of the biggest holiday events of the year.
right.
Of course.
And they started so early. Before I was cleared to, start to go outside and do shit, I would go and I'd walk Roosevelt Field Mall. For those of us here on Long Island, it's a really big mall filled with a lot of crazy women who spend their husband's money, and that's fine. Do what you got to do. But I'm walking in there. I'm not sure if it was a day or 2 days before Halloween, and every fucking Christmas decoration was up. It's like, my man, like seriously? Like, your guys have nothing to do to clean this mall at night, but they can put up a fucking 25,000-foot Christmas tree?
Yep.
Already?
Unbelievable.
It gets earlier and earlier and earlier every year. And it's hard to get into the spirit when it's fucking, in this part of the country, when it's still fucking 70 degrees out and there's a big, huge Christmas tree. You know what I mean? Like, it's just,
I know.
it kind of sucks the feeling right out of you. Enjoy our Christmas specials. Oh, you haven't had turkey yet? Sorry, dick face. It's Christmas
I
time.
still gotta get candy for Halloween.
Right, well, exactly. You know? So it's really, it's like a bizarre thing, but I do love this time of the year. I even listen to Christmas music sometimes, and that'll really fuck with my image, but, you know, it's the truth. That's the reality of it. I love when Mariah Carey sings All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yeah.
And, you know, listen, and any guinea who's singing a Christmas song from the 40s on, I'm all in.
Perry Como, one of the best.
Yeah,
Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, you know, Dean Martin. It's Perry Como, not Cuomo. Mario Cuomo was the governor. His offspring, that half a load that got shot into his sock, he's also the governor.
There's
So-
one guy's gonna make you put you into the feeling, and the other guy's gonna put you in jail.
Exactly. Exactly. Like Nat King Cole, I could listen to all his stuff all the time and all that cool Christmas shit, you know? And Bing Crosby in between punching his kids, recording White Christmas.
Next to David Bowie, you can't do that. Punch a 4-year-old.
But listen, what I want to get into, and I want to do this early because I know, like, you know, I'm hoping a lot of people tune in and hear this part of the show. I got some raw demo tracks from my original band called Three Ring Circus. Really incredibly proud of this project that we did, and we're considering resuscitating the project and the band for a few shows here and there, and to release the record. And we recorded this stuff a couple of years ago, and I want to play it for you guys, and I want to see what your opinion is. So I'm going to play you a couple of songs. Now, the first one that we're going to play is a song called Grace. And like I said, it's really rough demo form, so please don't judge it for maybe the quality of the recording quite so much as the quality of the song. And when we're done, I'm going to play you Grace, and then I'm going to play a song called... See, man, I was so up in the air about fucking everything. I didn't really make a
I know
decision.
you mentioned, what did you just play? Wasted.
Yeah,
The last song.
I think I'm gonna play Grace, and I'm gonna play a song called Wasted State. A lot of you might be surprised about the kind of music that I was able to co-write with my incredible band members, and you know, it's definitely different from what I usually do. So I'm gonna play these two songs now. I'm gonna do them back to back, and after we do the songs, please feel free to call in. The phone number here is 877-917-5263. So check this out. Let me know what you think. And, you know, this is why I don't announce songs on the radio, because it's not my gig. I kind of suck at this. This song's called Grace.
I'm coming on like a hurricane. I'm pounding you like a traveling rain. She touches on the hand of God. He blesses her with pain. I've fallen far from grace. She complains I'm insane all the time. Slowly drifts away. Dreaming tick-tick-tock in my mind. Falling far from grace. Just a shot and she's out of my life. Living with the pain and falling far from grace. I've fallen far from grace. thoughts of vengeance, and now I've got a fucking plan. I'll tear your life to shreds, where your love is dead. While inside your head I'll shatter your reality. I'm praying for an end to pain. Please buckle under all the pain. My soul is screaming out for ow! 'Cause now I'm goddamn terrified of myself. I've been beaten into this wasted state. There are those claiming it was only fate. Reaching for living will rip their tongue away. Now I'm left bloody and consumed by all this hate. I've been beaten into this wasted state. There are those claiming it was only fate. Reaching for living will rip their tongue away. Now I'm left bloody and consumed by all this hate.
And we're back.
Ah, that was Three-Ring Circus.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, thanks for entertaining that, folks. That song, those two songs, the first one was called Grace, and the other one was called Wasted State. They are demo tracks. They are rough demo tracks. Feel free to call in 877-917-5263. Let me know what you guys think, because, again, it all comes down to, like, if people actually want to hear some of this stuff, that we're going to mix this record and put it out and do some shows, you know? So
Nice.
that, you know, I hope you guys like it, because I loved writing that stuff, and I love playing it. And honestly, man, the fucking bass just sounds angry.
Nice.
It's
yes.
mean. My fucking bass is what you call a pit bull. It attacks motherfuckers. It chews them off at their legs, and the bass is like, I
Say, fuck away from me.
swear to God,
You know, it was in front of me when I played. So.
all the time, as it should be.
Yeah.
My shit should be louder than everyone else's.
Yeah.
I totally get it, but
Okay.
the guys on those tracks are Brian Carroll is the lead vocals, Matt Engelbert is on lead guitar, I am on bass, and Tony Cianciato is on drums.
Nice.
And you know, and I can't, like I said, I dig the stuff, you know. And if you like, it's a perfect opportunity to either give me a lot of shit for writing fucking music, or, you know, if you dig it, great. You know, phone lines are open, 877-917-5263. There's so much going on that I want to talk about and stuff tonight. You
Lot
know,
of shit, man.
yeah, I mean, you know, there's so much stuff that's going down. Mario's got a bunch of things to get to and stuff like that. John, you and I were talking about this net neutrality thing before. I want to
Yeah.
know what you think about that.
Well, see, I'm trying to follow it the best as I can,
Right.
but it seems like services like YouTube might start charging you, and Facebook might start charging you, or some sites, which I do agree in one way, but another way, like we were saying before, the internet is free. Why should we have to pay for it now? You know what I mean?
You're not paying for the internet. Let me explain. Let me break this down for everyone a little bit. Everyone is talking gloom and doom about all this. All of a sudden ISPs are able to charge shit and all this kind of stuff. And it's ironic. I put up a post today about Facebook's own Mark Zuckerberg saying that the government shouldn't control the internet and what's on there, but yet he controls Facebook and controls what's on there.
Right.
So you put a picture of a pair of tits on an open page. Oh, no. Can't do that. I mean, you could show violent videos of like puppies getting their fucking heads cut off, but tits are just off limits.
No.
So I find it completely hypocritical and all that stuff, but that's not the point. What we're getting at right now is the net has always been open for business. It's completely an open thing. So what the story is that it's you look at some of the websites like YouTube, for instance, like we were talking about.
Right.
YouTube has always been a tiered service. You have free YouTube, you have YouTube Red, and now they have YouTube TV. And guess what you have to do for YouTube Red and YouTube TV?
You gotta pay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So it's all your choices. Can they choose to slow you down as far as the providers go? I'm sure they could. But let's be the first company that decides to charge people to use their internet service.
Right.
And guess what happens? Motherfuckers leave in drove.
Yep.
And if you're the guy who stays free, the world is your fucking oyster.
There you
Because
go.
you're going to have advertisers running to you. You're going to have a ton of customers. It's common sense, folks. Everything is open for business in America. Everything is open to make money in America.
Right.
So you're all scared about this whole net neutrality thing. How about when President Obama decided to pass Obamacare at midnight on fucking Christmas Eve a few years ago?
Right.
And they told you you'd have to read it after it's passed. And people can say, well, what about the tax bill? I don't know anything about the tax bill yet. I have no fucking idea. I didn't have any idea about Obamacare a few years ago. All I'm saying is that the fucking sky isn't falling. Everybody's terrified. I don't understand it. Like, I don't get it. Net neutrality, this, and, all this type of stuff. You can't be so gloom and doom. Do your fucking research. I'm telling you right now, people, if you get your politics and your information about politics off of Facebook, you are an asshole. You're the problem, not other people.
Right.
You have a fucking supercomputer in your hand 24/7.
Yes, you do.
So if you really want to find something out, find a non-biased entity and look on their website. Don't go to Fox News. I wouldn't. Don't go to fucking CNN. I definitely wouldn't do that. It's really funny because when I'm at the gym, there's a whole shitload of TVs, right? And CNN is here and Fox News is here. CNN spends hours ripping apart Donald Trump and everything. Donald Trump
God.
farted today. The president shouldn't fart.
Yes. Oh,
Obama never farted. I don't understand. Hillary would have never have farted. Why is Trump farting? And then you go flip the other side to Fox. Liberals choked a puppy today and don't let Negroes have their freedom. Decide for yourselves. You're gonna be a liberal. That's great. Be a liberal. Do whatever you're gonna do. Like I'm not gonna fucking judge you on your political choices. You're gonna be a right-wing conservative Republican type guy. Be that guy. But be smart. Do your fucking homework. Do your homework on all these things that are getting passed, and then I'm good with it. I'll never fucking argue somebody's point if they're intelligent. If you just come at me saying Donald Trump is the orange-haired fucking devil, I'm not listening to you. If you would have came to me 10 years ago or 8 years ago, whatever it was, and said Obama's the black demon, I'm not going to listen to you. Like, I really am not going to listen to you. Are both sides shady? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yes.
You had to be an asshole to believe that Trump is a genius, and fucking you'd have to be an asshole to believe the Democratic side is a genius. You can't take someone like Bernie Sanders seriously, who let himself get bought out by the whole Democratic National Convention, and every time this guy goes to a podium, the sky is falling. You can't do it.
Exactly. No.
You know what I mean? You have to use your fucking head.
Yep.
And I mean, come on. If you don't do your homework and you just spout off shit and you're getting your information off Facebook or Instagram or wherever you get it from that has absolutely no basis in intelligence, period, you are a fucking jerk off. That's it. You're as dumb as a you know what? Get yourself fixed. Don't reproduce. I don't want anything that you put out of your body walking around near me because you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Your kids are idiots, and I'm embarrassed for the fact that you're even breathing, So don't be that fucking jerk off. Do your homework. Get in, the only arguments I see people getting into are people who are misinformed.
Right.
Whether it's one side or the other. So I'm not going to be that dick,
Nope.
and that's going to be the end of it, I mean, did you see this whole tax plan thing that they're talking about?
I didn't see much on it, but you know what? You know what? It's supposed to happen when
It's supposed to take effect for next year's tax.
yes. Well, didn't they go like last night? They were supposed to.
It's voted on. It's
Last
in.
night?
Yes.
So, if I'm gonna get more money in my pocket, I'm with it. Who wouldn't be?
Right.
But you know what though? No matter what that man does, people are against him now.
Right.
And that I can't figure out. From the beginning, right?
Right.
So if the tax thing works out, he's still gonna be considered an asshole by a lot of people.
Of course he is.
But I'm with the tax thing. I think it'll be pretty cool because it works in my favor. I'm gonna be getting more money in my pocket every week.
Right.
So I'm good with it.
Right. So, like I said, again, this is another thing. Do your homework. Because again, the sky is falling. The bias of the mainstream media against any fucking thing Republican, and you use Trump to blanket that whole kind of conservative Republican thing. Whatever you got to do. But the bias of the mainstream media is why you, as an adult, as a human being, have to go out and do your fucking homework. Read something that is fucking completely non-biased. Because again, like I said, you could be biased on the right too. It's
Right.
not strictly a liberal thing. So read something that's down the middle. And you know what? This isn't a fucking rock between your ears. Use it for 5 minutes
Yep.
and come up with your own opinion.
Sure.
You don't have to be a sheep in this life.
Exactly.
And that's the end of it. What are you reading on the net neutrality thing?
Basically, because I'm a little bit behind on the net neutrality because
It's in English, I know.
It's in English, but of course, at the same time, I don't want to read up on it through Facebook and everybody posting their opinion about it. Like,
Of course.
This is going to ruin it. This is going to ruin the internet.
No more internet.
No more internet. So,
Yeah.
and again, it's what you said. Check an unbiased website. Go get your information. More, positive information that's based on fact,
Right.
not by opinion. So you do your homework. Try to find the information out there, not on some third base party website, and it's from a 15-year-old. Just get the facts. Just don't go on Facebook and believe and hear one because of a video that someone put together, and it's the truth. It's not.
So basically, what Mario's saying is everything that I just said, but
Right.
tumbling over his words.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck it, Mario. Okay.
Oh God. Thank God. If I wasn't around, you'd ask Mario about net neutrality. You'd be like, basketball net neutrality? Like, is that a white color? Because that's like a neutral.
Why do you want to play Monopoly? What?
Yeah, I didn't hear much from you, but you know what? You had a little more of an edge on me.
I did.
So,
He probably saw a commercial for it in between
I
like,
did.
yeah, probably.
Arby's commercials.
Yeah.
We have the meat.
We have
That's
exactly.
the only one. Meat neutrality.
Also, while we're sitting here talking and stuff, you probably can't see it on camera,
No, I
but
can't.
we have T-shirts left over from the benefit that all you fine people helped out with a couple of weeks ago. And I'm gonna hold it up in a second. Can I finish talking first? Like, it's not my first time doing radio. I don't understand if you know that, but I didn't start this yesterday because I had nothing else to do tonight. I did have nothing else to do tonight, but I didn't start doing this yesterday. This is the back of the shirt. This is really fucking annoying to me. Day for Jim, 12/03/17, with the front, with the show logo on it and all that stuff. I want to know if you guys want any free autograph shirts by me, Mario, and Johnny. We'll be glad to sign them for you and send them out to you. All you have to do is PM me your address, your size, and we'll get them out to you as soon as we possibly can. And if you think I'm going to your post office before fucking Christmas is over, take your head out of your ass. I'm not doing it. So, but after the holidays, I'm going to ship everything out. And soon, probably the day after Christmas, I'll get into the post office and start shipping shit out because I got a couple we got to send. So, thanks, Johnny. Thanks. So, Mario, what did you think of the Three Ring Circus stuff?
You know what? It took me back because I remember listening to. I mean, we also had we didn't have Brian as the singer. We had Bernie. I miss this stuff. I miss playing some of the old songs.
Mm-hmm.
And it brought me back. We played them live, and they sound great. It's a new version. They sound great with Brian and Tony on the drums. But I'd love to do it. I would love to play again.
Yeah, you're not doing that, but
Yeah. But you have my blessing, I guess.
Wait, I have your blessing to play the songs that I wrote with other people? Thanks, bro. Wow.
Test dummy drummer. Go ahead.
All right, you got totally good on a zinger there. I'll give you that one.
Wow.
What did you think, Johnny?
I'm thankful that you waited till you kicked Mario out of the band before you recorded them.
Quick, for the record, this is fact.
That sounds good.
Quick kicked out. However you put it in Mexican, I have no idea.
I'm trying to figure out what you guys sound like, who you sound like. There's somebody out there that can't quite catch it, though.
That's actually good. That's a good thing.
Right.
I'll take that because I'd rather not really sound like anyone if I can avoid it.
So Russ Zudo sounded great on the bass.
Fuck you, Johnny.
Oh, wait. Oh, that was you. Never mind.
Yeah. Fuck
Sorry.
you, Tugboat. Nice video on drums. Fuck Arrival right in its asshole. How about that? Play another one of those faggot Journey ripoff songs you had.
I will. I'll play it for you. If you like.
No, I really don't want to hear it. Nobody does. I come to you with open belt. You're my buffet table. Come and save me tonight.
Now you're making me hungry. Knock it off.
But I mean, I'll play. I'm gonna play all the rest of this stuff for you guys. For Johnny, and Mario knows most of it already, but I'll play all the rest of the shit for Johnny down the line. It's just like there's a bunch of shit that I really wanted to play, and the only reason why, honestly, I didn't do it is because a lot of this stuff doesn't have background vocals, and if you hear the dead spots, you'll be like, well, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's that's a big deal to me. And obviously, when we finish the record, all that shit will be there. And then we'll put it out. We'll have some sort of a release party. I'm sure I can I can find a room on Long Island that'll let me play there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And and then we'll take it from there. So,
I know a room.
what room do you know, Johnny?
The Backstage Pass.
The Backstage Pass.
Backstage Pass.
Where is that located, Jonathan?
33 Railroad Avenue in Ronkonkoma.
Right across the street from the Ronkonkoma train station.
Yes, it is. So they have plenty of parking.
No shit.
And plenty of ways to get there. And if you're drunk, you got a train across the street.
And you can Uber and not get mugged or sexually assaulted.
There will be a lot of Uber cars out there. Yes.
For sure.
But they have, they have free lunch every day.
Really? I did not know
Between 11 in the morning, 7 o'clock at night. So go check out the Backstage Pass.
Right. I hear there's a hot bartender at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, she's real hot. Her name is Jackie Rizzo. There you go.
That's not the music that they played in the Backstage Pass, but sure.
Okay. My daughter Jackie is there on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yes, she is.
Go say hello.
And it's a really great room. Honestly, man, they do everything there. They do everything local, original, cover, a tribute, all types of stuff. And two of the most giving people in the county and in the business run that place. And you know what? Go check it out. And you get there by train. You get there by driving. There's plenty of parking.
Oh, yeah.
It's Suffolk County. You could probably get an Uber out there. Or
the kitchen is open again.
Kitchen's open again for fine food.
Yes, fine food.
Yeah, it's been in Johnny's belly a couple of times, so for sure.
It was Johnny's Steaks approved.
Yeah, I've played there. I played there a lot over the last 20 years or so.
I played there too.
Exactly. I played a song with Johnny there not too long ago.
Awesome.
And, I got to say, man, the sound system is pretty damn good. I was impressed.
The sound, the lights.
And I'm very picky when it comes to my sound. I'll kick a fucking monitor over if I don't like it.
That's because you got Mike Festive on the sound, and he's an awesome sound guy.
Yes. It's a very cool place. Go check them out. For scheduling and other things, go check out the Backstage Pass on Facebook and on Instagram.
Right.
Go like the page and stuff like that, and you can see all sorts of cool bands and stuff over there.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, Saturday night, they're having a Metal Fest show.
Are they?
Yes. Show No Mercy, a great Slayer cover band, tribute band, I should say, excuse me. A Motorhead tribute band, and I forget what the fuck it's called, to be honest.
Motorhead.
And another band that does really crunchy metal stuff, too. And I can't remember what that's called either. But Show No Mercy, a friend of mine plays drums in that band.
Excellent.
He's a good guy. He's good people. And if you're so inclined and you dig that kind of thrash music, go out and check these bands out. It's going to be a good time for sure. And a great way to kick off your holiday weekend.
Yeah, that's exactly, man. Why not?
Yeah. No, totally, dude. Totally.
Rod said he wants to know if you can sign his boobies.
Rod? Tell him I don't have a fucking paint roller. and tell him it takes 6 months and shave that Yeti-looking chest of his.
By the way, Rod, did you listen to last week's show? I told him, I go, Jim got in on it. You're not riding.
What do you mean?
I found another way to describe the sound of his motorcycle. You want to hear it?
Yes.
Okay, here, ready?
Yep. Oh, is that what the carousel sounds like with the
Yeah.
motorcycles that go
Yeah,
up and down? That's the
yes,
one
that's
he
it.
rides.
That's it.
You should get him one of those little horses on a broom. We love you, Ron. Just kidding. Wait till Saturday night because I'm going to abuse the fuck out of you.
Fucking mustache.
Homo.
Mustache. Fuck his mustache. Fuck Rod's mustache. I want that on the next Motorcycle Mayhem Radio t-shirt. Fuck Rod's mustache.
That's perfect.
Thank you.
We
You know,
have the new logo, folks.
listen, it's all up in here. You know, I don't plan any of this shit out.
Yeah.
I'm naturally funny and I'm completely awful all at the same time.
We have to brand that.
Yeah, thank God, because with a face like this, I'm terrible on the eyes. I could dry a vagina at 20 paces. Thank God I'm funny. Otherwise, I'd really be shit out of luck, you know?
Oh, boy.
But that brings it back, too, while we were talking about music and stuff. I'm really fucking itching to get back on stage. You
Yeah.
know? But I'm nervous, too, at the same time, because I'm having all these fucking anxiety attacks.
But you know what? After a while, you get over it.
What really, Dr. John? Is that what's going to happen? You're just going to get over it?
No, you-
Walk it off?
Yeah, you gotta walk it off. It'll be all right.
Walk it off.
This is a fucking guy. The only time he has an anxiety attack is when the buffet runs out of food in a restaurant.
Well, wouldn't
All
you?
he sees
Oh, of course. I'm not saying you're wrong.
All he sees bread and condiments on the table.
I got 6 gallons of mustard and 14 loaves of bread. Bring the fucking ham out. Get to it.
Let's go. Bring me my food.
Waitress, come over here. Selena, bring that fucking food over here. That's what we used to call Mario. Mario is Selena. We nicknamed him Selena. Yes, well, it deservedly so. Honestly, you're a wreck. But
Oh, my God.
oh my God. Honestly, if Rod grew just a little more hair, he could be legally considered an animal, and they'd have to make him live in the street.
He's Bigfoot.
He's big fat.
You're too fat to be a Wookiee.
Oh, it's Christmas, motherfucker. Here we go.
It's Christmas.
So I went tonight. I had to go get my order in for the food for Christmas for my family for the holiday. I jet back to my house after that, and I go jump in the shower. And all I want to do is shave. I had fucking big Yeti awful beard. I wanted to get fucking rid of that thing, Rod. I realized I don't have my fucking razors.
Oh.
And by the way, go to Dollar Shave Club. I'm telling you.
Is it good?
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah?
It's amazing.
Gotta check that shit out.
$5 and fucking 67 cents. My first order cost me. It comes with the shave butter, which is fucking outstanding, and the four blades and the razor handle. The best shave I've ever had in my life, up until today. Because, you know, I have in my house. I have my wife, my 2 daughters, 3 women in the house, and there's a lot of women's razors around. So old Jim hacked his face with a woman's razor tonight. And I couldn't shave the beard.
Oh, boy.
I could only get the mustache and the underneath. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I'm like, Al, quit it. Al, quit it. Al, quit it. It hurt like a motherfucker. You know, I don't understand. You know, I don't understand how any woman shaves with a razor. I have no clue how they do it.
Oh, my God.
You know, especially the box. You know.
I got a story. When I was with my ex-wife, and before we got married, he used to sleep in our house in Regal Park.
Right. But then she didn't shave a box. She looked
No.
like she had buckwheat in the leg lock.
Her fucking brother used to use my razor every fucking day.
No, fuck that
Swear to
noise,
God,
dude.
wait.
No way.
And I would go, and not only did he fucking use my razor, but he never cleaned it.
Oh,
So I would pick up my razor and it'd be full clump of hair, and I'd have to throw it out.
I would scratch my balls with his toothbrush. Fuck him.
And he swore up and down, I never used it. And then what? You think his sister's the fucking shaving a box with that? Motherfucker, no.
Bob Marley with the handle.
It was fucking. It was fucking nasty.
That's gross, dude.
No.
That's gross. I hate shit like that.
Get your fucking hands off my fucking razor.
Who used somebody's toothbrush that I know?
Oh.
Wait a minute, because this was a whole big deal. I'm trying to remember as we speak. Was it you?
Oh, God.
Oh.
Are you sure it wasn't you?
Dude, if I would have remembered, it's not me. It's not me. It's not my toothbrush.
No, that's true, because Mario wouldn't go down on a girl for like the first 25 years of his life because he thought it was disrespectful, so he's not going to use somebody else's toothbrush.
Oh, my God.
So,
Pardon me, may you pass the pussy?
I'd eat it, but my mom was going to send me in my room. Oh my God, ladies! If you ever think you're gonna have a great oral experience with Mario, just listen. Don't let him do anything else.
Exactly.
And then after 5 minutes of listening, you'll want to throw yourself off a building too. So. But there was somebody who used somebody's toothbrush, and it was a righteously big deal. Because it's fucking gross,
Yeah,
dude.
that's fucked
Like,
up.
you can't use somebody else's toothbrush.
Hell no.
You know, like, why don't I just wipe my dick on your fucking T-shirt? Here, wear this. You know? I mean, come on. That's fucking nasty.
That is nasty.
It is. It's really nasty. Like, shit like that bugs the fuck out of me.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, listen, if you have any of those stories out there, folks, 877-917-5263. Call in.
Yeah.
Because I would not, well, you could call them with Mario stories, but we all know how they end. Yeah, he was retarded. Who knew? You know?
No, I was.
But,
Love you, Mario.
You know, all of you have had these things happen to you where somebody you know or you yourself have used somebody else's toothbrush. I have taken people's toothbrushes and I have put them in between my ass cheeks. Absolutely. Fuck those people. Don't be an asshole in my life.
That's awesome.
I am the most passive aggressive. I'm going to get you back some way, somehow, motherfucker. That's it.
Right.
You know, so if you're a dick to me, why does this toothbrush taste weird? And then I giggle like a fucking fat girl on prom night. That's what I'm doing. Fuck you. I took someone's keys and I put them in between my ass cheeks.
Yeah, did it right in front of me, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, that was quite gross.
I used to hang out with a friend of mine years ago.
Yeah.
And we go to bars, and you go up to the hot chicks. Be like, can I buy you a drink? She's like, no. Okay. So he'd stick his hand down his fucking pants into his asshole. Right? And then when she would like turn away, he'd rub his fingers around the rim of her fucking drink.
No shit. That's fucking fantastic. Oh, I love it.
All the time.
How are you even drinking water if you just heard that?
Because it's fucking awesome. Like, I don't think it's funny. I want to meet that guy and be like, yo, that's awesome. Like, why didn't I know how to do
he
that?
wouldn't even talk to the girls. He would just go up to the bar, right? Pull his fingers out and just go, they can't see me, but.
Yeah, well, they get the idea. He's making his hand in a circular motion, like over the rim of a glass. You guys can figure it out for yourselves. You're all adults. For the most part, you're all adults anyway.
Funny shit, though, man. We used to watch him drink it.
We were dicks when we were kids, so we go to a club. There was a club in Bayside called Raw. And Raw was a rock hangout type place.
Big bar,
yeah. So they very rarely had live bands at the time that we would go, and we had no money and we had no right to be there because we were all terrible, you know. But we would show up. They'd open the doors at 9, and we were there fucking first in line because they would have an hour open bar with the watered down piss liquor that fucking they had left over from the real bar the night before. And of course in plastic cups. Why would they give us real cups? We were 16. There was no reason in the world for us to be there because there wasn't a girl in that room that would have even touched our dicks by accident. You know what I mean? There was no reason for us to be there. So we get sloppy, stupid drunk. And then we go up to all the hottest girls that we could find. We try to talk to them, and they would blow us off and be like, all right, you're probably gay anyway. We were 16. I wouldn't say that now, you know, but at the time, you know, it was fucking like 1989, 1990. You know, that's what we would say to these girls, and they would be like, yeah, we're gay, okay. Yeah, meanwhile, they're like dick muppets with 2 cocks on their shoulders, a couple in a holster. Like, guys couldn't fucking get away from them fast enough. You know, and we couldn't ask him to buy him a drink because my mom had to give me $20 to go. You know what I mean? So
I had to sneak out and get the Toyota Corolla and drive out there.
Right. There was no reason in the world for us to even be in there.
Yeah.
We were like when real guys would come in, they'd be like, oh, that's adorable. Look at fucking Fatty with the fucking sweatpants on because he's afraid that he can't fit in the jeans.
Oh, my God.
Well, the best is when one day Matt actually decided to join us. So it was like the first time. No, it was on the dance floor.
The Matt dance floor. This is the best I've ever. I wish I had a cell phone back then.
I wish I had photos. So we're all on all of us are on the dance floor. Matt gets on the dance floor. That light that basically gives that fluorescent sort of light to it. His T-shirt lit up in like puke green and brown, and there were strange like patterns of color and fluids on his shirt. That we couldn't.
I wasn't even thinking about that in particular situation. I remember one time, Matt and Danny had girlfriends, and our friend Danny, and they went down to the dance floor with their girlfriends, these were two of the whitest motherfuckers in
Oh
shoes.
my god.
They had no, unless they were cleaning up after real people, there was no reason for them to be on the dance floor. No one. So they tried to dance with their girlfriends, and it was like fucking. No, it wasn't even like that. It was like if you took Stephen Hawking and made him stand up and dance. That's what these two fucking nitwits looked like.
Oh my god.
I'm watching from afar. I'm fucking crying. It's the best thing I've ever seen. One of the funniest things in my whole entire life. And they did it for like, they might as well sit there and gone like this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
That's funny.
And that's why I'm mad that I didn't have a cell phone in 1989 because it would have shit. And we were so drunk on the piss liquor that we would just make fun of each other. They had no right to be with women. They had none. And I never picked up in that bar. Not once ever.
God.
The best memory I have of that bar was watching the OJ chase.
Oh,
that's right.
Yes. And they interrupted the Knicks playoff game and people were like,
yes.
Wait, the Knicks
fuck
were in the
OJ! The Knicks in the playoffs!
Knicks were in the playoffs?
Knicks were in the playoffs. They were in the fucking finals. I'll never forget it because they literally 1 second fucking Patrick Ewing is swinging from the rafters at the Garden. And 2 seconds later, OJ's getting chased by fucking all of the LAPD down the highway.
God, that was fucking clear. I remember that.
Hey, oh my god.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Channel, what?
That's almost fucking 24 years ago. Can you
imagine
imagine how fast did that fucking time go, bro?
Jesus
You know?
I'm in the back of the car with AC Collins was driving.
Look out.
Look out! You know. Oh my.
We're doing 55 on the LA freeway. I'm with AC Collins. I got my gun pointed to my head, and I'm with Pedro Guerrero. Pedro Guerrero is riding shotgun, and he's doing coke right before me. And I did not kill my wife. I'm still looking for the killer.
To this day.
That's not my
To
glove.
this day.
To this day.
That defense team.
You want to tell everybody that's listening on Facebook right now that if you want a better sound quality and video, check us out on YouTube. Go to the Jim Chinnici Show on YouTube and subscribe to us.
Yeah, subscribe to our channel. You can check us out over there. Eventually, I'm going to be phasing out this whole Facebook thing. Because honestly, I've had enough of this whole fucking system. You know, they fucked me royally. They fucked you. They fucked my whole station royally, basically. You know, so
Yep.
we try and what I have to do now. I'm being completely honest. I'm not shy about telling anybody anything. Is that I have to recapture my whole audience, and basically I'm working from the ground up.
Yeah.
You know.
And now it's like every week you are because Facebook keeps pushing us down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We used to be able to share in all these groups, and now we can't do that.
And see, now that comes back to the net neutrality thing because I firmly believe that Facebook has already started
Yes.
doing what everybody predicted that net neutrality would bring.
All I get now is I get alerts all day long about how to pay for Facebook, like how to extend your audience, pay for this, pay for that.
Right.
That's how they're fucking with us now because we used to be free.
Right.
But
Boast like $3 more for the video. I mean, if
But-
we're trying to promote the video and pay $3.
boost, not boast.
Boost. A boasty.
I just what's hilarious. I just want the world to know that he has a degree. He has a fucking degree. I'm gonna bypass that for a second though. Stop, because I know people from DeVry who make you look like a fucking monkey. So stop. That's a New York Tech degree right there, folks. I'm just saying.
Yes.
So by all means, spend $60,000 on college.
But I once shared a show 136 times,
Right.
and now I can't share it 5 times without going
No,
on Facebook.
I got I shared the first week we were back on the air. I shared my show 3 times,
Right.
and I got banned from posting anything in any groups for a fucking week. Like I got a slap on the wrist. Like I'm a fucking 2-year-old. Are you serious right now?
Right before I went to Florida, they put me in there for almost fucking over 3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks. I didn't put no tits up or nothing like that.
Right. I don't put any tits on the show. I say cunt a lot because, well, they're being cunts. So there you
yeah.
go. But, I mean, my point is, excuse me, is that, we do this like, and again, being completely honest, I don't make any money off doing this. Johnny doesn't make any money off doing this.
No.
We're not trying to run a shady operation to make money through Facebook. All we're trying to do is expand our audience. And you know what? I picked up a lot of people who are into what we talk about that way. And I made a lot of friends all over the world because of the show. People know it everywhere. There's stickers in fucking Australia. I know my friend Ross has put stickers all over fucking Europe during the summer festival season with Twisted, and and all that type of stuff, So it's not like, the name's not out there or anything like that.
Right.
But you would think I'm like the way Facebook fucks me. Like I got fucking 20 grand in my back pocket to throw these assholes. I'm going to teach all of you one thing right now. For all of you who have bands or shows or anything like that, look, I'm not the first dick on the internet to have a live show. You know what I mean? And I totally get that. Am I the best? No question. But, having said that, Facebook will turn around and ask you for money to try to boost your videos, try boost your promotion, try to boast everything. I was going to have a roast chicken, but now I'm going to have a roost instead. It's unbelievable, right, Johnny? Like,
either way, I'm eating.
Go run over a tree, you dick. Anyway, but they'll ask you to do this, and while it seems like a fine idea, if I pay $5, I can hit up to 5,000 people in a day of their choosing. So you could get fucking grandma and grandpa Kent, in the middle of Kansas, who doesn't give a fuck about your heavy metal band, and that wants nothing to do with it.
Right.
And they're gonna see it, and they're gonna fucking ignore it. So I'm not paying to boost something that's not marketed to an audience that's into what I do. I'm just not doing it. I have no problem paying to put my show anywhere. You know what I mean? Because as far as I'm concerned, it's worth it. It's an investment in my future and what I believe in, But to sit there and tell me you're going to market it to the right people, what does that mean? You're going to market it to people between 19 and fucking 40? Where? Where are you going to market that? In the Walt Disney World fucking room? Like what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Don't tell me you're sponsoring my shit. You're not. You're just not. Like, I don't want to hear any of that.
I'm laughing because you're talking, and my video is like a second behind you.
Uh-huh.
So it looks like you're doing sign language.
Yeah, and I got to tell you guys, I'm very appreciative of all the help and stuff and all the sharing and all the checking out of the show since we've come back.
Yeah.
And, we're trying to phase in little changes here and there. I love talking music. I know more about music than anything else, and I probably know more about it than a lot of people.
Probably.
And I'm proud of that fact. I spent a lot of years not getting laid learning about music. So with that said, it's not the only thing in the world. We're all concerned about different shit. Like we all watch TV. Like I'm all about comedians and stuff. I watched a great show last night on Spike TV, and it was like a biopic movie. I Am Sam Kinison.
Oh, nice.
Motherfucker, was that amazing last night. Holy Christ almighty. They talked to his brother, a million different comedians. Jay Leno, of all people, Bob Saget, Corey fucking Feldman, Charlie Sheen.
Wow.
It was amazing the cross references of people that they spoke to about Sam. And you don't really realize, because he's been gone so long, how fucking funny this guy
he
was.
Fucking great, man.
And when he was on, honestly, man, there was no one better. And I love Dice and everything, because those two were always competitive. And I still love Dice to this day.
Right.
But fucking Sam was a man.
Sam was great, man.
Nothing beats that clip of him back to school.
No, that was great. Say it! Say it!
Well,
it was amazing.
In the last 20
the
years,
cross references of people that they spoke to about Sam.
Polak over there.
Oh, no.
Polak.
Polak.
He's a lack.
Black.
He's gonna boast everything about us. Mario's boasting the ratings right now.
Why, in 1975, we pulled our troops out of Vietnam?
Back to school.
The failure of Vietnamization to win popular support caused an ongoing erosion of confidence in the various American but illegal Saigon regimes.
The look on his face was killing me.
Is she right? Because I know that's the popular version of what went on there. I know a lot of people like to believe that. I wish I could, but I was there. I wasn't here in the classroom, hoping I was right, thinking about it. I was up to my knees in rice paddies with guns, and then we're going up against Charlie, slugging it out with him, while pussies like you were back here partying, putting headbands on, doing drugs, listening to the goddamn Beatle albums. Oh! Oh!
He was just great. They played some of the clips from that infamous special where he was the corpse and he was getting fucked in the ass by the gay dudes.
I'm dead.
When does it end? Don't get married. That laugh,
was great.
that fucking maniacal laugh.
Scream, that's
Everything, but everything that he did, he was so on point. You
Sand
know?
in the desert. Nothing grows out here.
Move to where the food is. You know what you was here 100 years ago? Sand. You know what's gonna be here 1,000 years from now? Sand. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, the one that it's like, if Jesus was married, he was Rick Hillman coming back home. The wife says, "Oh, where you been?"
Have you been for 3 fucking days, huh?
I don't know if you know this, but I was dead. I was stuck in a cave outside of town.
He was amazing. He was absolutely
he was
amazing.
great, man.
You know, and that's another thing. I really love comedians. I love comedy and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I want to bring more comedians into the show. You know, to just talk. Like, I'm fascinated by the craft. I'm fascinated about them going out on the road, slugging it out in these fucking clubs all over the country.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a weird state with comedy because back in the late 80s, early 90s, you could piss in the wind and hit fucking 70 comedy clubs anywhere. You know, then it all dried up. And now I think it's in middle ground more than anything else. Mm-hmm. But, man, motherfuckers are funny. And I'm all about people, too, who are all funny.
Right.
You know, and I don't care what language you use. I don't even care what you talk about. Make it funny. You want to talk about racial issues? That's great. Make it funny. You want to talk about gay, transvestite, lesbian, midgets, you know, cross-dressing twinks and, you know, being bottoms and telling little kids about it on the phone? You know, more power to you. Make it fucking funny.
Who's your favorite comedian
Of all time?
all time?
Jim Norton.
Jim Norton's great.
Jim Norton's my fucking favorite.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Robert Schimmel. I love.
He's dead, so, you know, you loved.
You know, Ron White.
I don't like Ron White.
No?
No, I can never get into him, you know.
Mitch
And Mitch Hedberg was good.
Yeah, he's
But
dead.
He's dead too, right?
Yeah, dead.
all the good.
And who's the one who just got fucking accused? What's his name?
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K. Fucking love him.
He didn't get accused. He did it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he admitted to it.
He did admit it to it. He did admit to it. I'm talking Mario. He did boost it. Hello, me Mario. College was good. Gooder. You know, but Louis is fucking hilarious. And I think that Louis can survive this scandal because Louis will back away. He'll keep his mouth shut, which is exactly what he should do. And I think by the time that he turns around and this whole wave of accusations and stuff, and again, listen, if the shit is on point and you did it, fuck you. You should have your cock chopped off and thrown to the fucking wolves.
Yeah, true.
Totally.
Very true.
You know, but for all that, you already know that there's going to be somebody who smells a nickel under 2 pounds of shit, and they're going to make false accusations.
Yeah.
Like I said, Louis wasn't accused. Louis fucking did it. Period. That's the end of it. You know, Kevin Spacey, who did what he did, you know, again with young boys and younger men, you know, to do that and then have the fucking balls to piss off the gay community by coming out as gay, so all of a sudden it's supposed to be okay. Guess what gay people don't like? Kid touchers. Of any fucking sexual orientation.
No.
You know, and the gay community basically fucking lambasted him in a minute. Rosie O'Donnell was all over that like it was Donald Trump.
jeez.
Like it was Donald Trump wrapped in a fucking cookie, you know. Dude,
Drinking water.
She's an animal. Can't stand her. Fuck her. But, you know, honestly, though, she's always been a voice for gay advocacy. And she's totally right. You know, I don't know what Ellen said about it. I'm sure she had something to say. You know, but anyway, it doesn't even matter who said what. But the fact of the matter is that you can't use being a homosexual as an excuse for being a kid toucher. You can't use an excuse, oh, I was drunk. You and everybody else drinks. Like, I've been drunk a bunch of times in my life. Guess what I never did? Touched a kid or raped
Yeah,
anybody.
me too.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, come on. You know, it's fucking, it's ridiculous in this day and age. And honestly, I'm telling you, I want to be the dick with the popcorn and the fucking Chase Lounge, and I want to watch Hollywood burn to the fucking ground. Because I've never seen a fucking city in this whole wide world, my whole life, which is filled with more hypocritical, lying motherfuckers than that goddamn dumb. And I was hoping that the fires would go out everywhere, except for the assholes' houses who have something to say. You know what I mean? And I want your opinion. Don't tell me what you think about a tax plan, about anything political, when you know what? You're up on your high horse in the mountains, and financially, it doesn't fucking affect you. I don't want to know about it. And when assholes speak out, which is going to be a new segment on the show, by the way, because obviously in this day and age, Anybody who, made a movie is obviously way smarter than me because I'm just a dick who works for a living. People love you because you're in Hollywood. So you're smarter than everyone else. Excuse the fuck out of me. So now you're the asshole of the week. We started it last week with Tommy Lee and that fucking genius spouting his mouth off. So don't give me your fucking opinion when you don't know anything about it. You jump on a fucking trend because Miley Cyrus is cool. She's hip today.
Oh,
Those
God.
kids love Miley Cyrus, and she thinks, she should move from America if Donald Trump got elected president. I'm going to listen to what she has to say. You are a fucking retard. Get behind the drums. You're not a hip-hop guy. Don't play electronic dance music. You have a fucking AARP card. You have that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take your computer into some fucking club, buy ecstasy, and drink champagne all night long.
Right.
You're a fucking embarrassment. Stop it. Stop it. I wouldn't wipe the spit off the end of my dick with anything you have to say. You're an idiot. And it really bugs the fuck out of me. All these fucking people having an opinion, and all of a sudden, you touched a kid. Or, you raped somebody. This is the industry that they're in. None of this shit is new. It's been going around for years. And now what do? As they should be. Again, as long as you're a legitimate victim, I'll listen to you all the time. If you come to me and say, Ron White, touched my shoulder once while trying to walk past me in a Starbucks, get rid of your fucking lawyer, go sit down, and shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
I don't want to know about it.
Exactly.
Because you know that there's going to be those, and you have to be intelligent enough to weed that out.
Yeah.
You just can't convict someone because someone said something. It doesn't work that way. You need to have proof. People believed in Bill Cosby until chick number 76 came out with the same exact story.
Yep.
Hey, oh look, there's pills in my drink, and all of a sudden they wake up and Mr. Cosby's hands down his sweatpants, or whatever the fuck he did. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but that's the point.
Exactly.
Mary, I want you to bring up the Gene Simmons story because this is interesting, and I'm not playing favorites here. I'm not saying I don't even know the story yet. We're going to do this live right now.
Okay.
And I'm curious as to what.
It was reported from blabbermouth.net.
Blabbermouth repeated the report. This is legit news because if it was just Blabbermouth, I wouldn't know what to say about it. Like I wouldn't know to take it seriously or not, to be honest. So give me the article. Read it.
It just basically it's Gene Simmons. He denies a sexual battery.
He was boosting about his sexual prowess.
That's what it was boosted.
It's unbelievable, Johnny. It's unbelievable. This is what I deal with.
Unbelievable.
Come on. Read the article, please.
Gene Simmons denied groping and making an unwarranted sexual advances toward a radio and television broadcaster during a November 1st interview. Woman right now is just only identified as Jane Doe filed a lawsuit against Simmons in an LA Superior Court Friday, about 5 days ago, alleging that the Kiss bass player vocalist grabbed her multiple times and forcibly placed on his knee and held onto her knee. The news identified the documents as a longtime air personality for a local rock station. 68, I can't believe he's 68. 68-year-old rocker forcibly struck her throat when she spoke to Simmons and the bandmate Paul Stanley at the time at the Rock and Brews restaurant, San Manuel Casino in Highland, California. Claims Simmons reached her ass, touched it, while they were posing for a promotional photo together after the interview.
Wow. Did you know that Gene Simmons invented rape?
I invented the rape. And see, man, this is no excuse for the guy. This is shit that Gene has been doing forever.
Mm-hmm.
Forever.
4,000 Polaroids. God only knows that's like evidence right there.
Yeah, well, that's not evidence. That's that's him banging fat girls because he could, and taking pictures as proof. Oh, look, I banged the fucking, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Woman. Look at that. Her box looked like she's got buckwheat and a leg lock in it. I'm sure it smells like fucking Staten Island too.
Simmons says, okay.
But the point is that, like, again, it's crass. It's fucking. You shouldn't do it anyway. But I'm gonna tell you, pick out a female news reporter anytime over the years, and this guy pulled this shit all the time.
Oh yeah.
And my issue is that I don't think it's coming from a place of trying to force himself on anybody. Do I think he's being playful? It's possible, because again, if this hadn't been going on for years, and it's the fucking thing du jour to do, you might not be hearing about it. You know what I mean? Like, if you really wanted to go after 80s bands, read their biographies, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm only quoting because I read it in the book. Motley Crue showed a telephone up a girl. A fucking telephone. And made her call her mother and talk to her with the phone in the box.
Oh, my God.
What about Def Leppard's sex room underneath the stage? They all left.
There's video proof of that.
There's video proof of that they all left the stage. They left Nick Allen just playing the drums.
That's Rick Allen, first of all.
Allen.
Holy Christ almighty, he took his Todd pill tonight. Rick Allen on the drum, and Joe Elliott was on the vocals, and they would do the stage rap back and forth before they did Rock of Ages or whatever it was. And the rest of the band would disappear downstairs, and, what happens under the stage stays under the stage.
Right.
Also, it was during the Hysteria tour, so you know what? There wasn't a girl that was going under there not knowing what they were doing. Sorry.
And that was after he lost his arm, right?
Oh, well.
Nobody wanted to fuck the wrong guy.
Yeah.
I'm sure he could finger her like a motherfucker. I don't know. But,
Polarizing jackhammer.
all this shit that went on back in the day, what happens now? Do those people get sued? I mean, Guns N' Roses had a girl on their record that actually was fucking in the studio when they recorded it. If that's not proof, I can't tell you what is. So what do? Is it consensual? Does that change? Listen, no means no. So if you're in the fucking middle of the act and the chick's like, get off me, I'm done, I have to leave, I'm not doing this. No. Yeah, get the fuck off of her.
Yeah. Look, I come first.
But if you're done and you're on your way home and she decided she made a mistake, why do you have to pay for that?
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
Listen, I've put my hands on some insidious-looking women in my day, and I've instantly regretted it during and afterwards.
Oh, I've been there.
But I'm not calling them up and threatening to send a lawyer to them.
Mario.
Do you understand?
Yeah. I love you.
Well, But my point is that everyone has regret. Listen, talk to women in your life. You know what I mean? We're all not kids. Like, my wife wasn't a virgin when I met her. I'm sure yours wasn't, Johnny.
Nope.
I think Mario's was, and I think that's why she married him.
Yeah.
Because if she knew any better, there's no way she would, she wouldn't commit. She wouldn't commit to 20 years of this.
I've gotten off a girl because my friend pulled up in his car outside. I got up, got there.
Sorry, man. I just picture. You ever see the Family Guy episode where Peter kept rolling over on Lois? He'd get up and she'd be like.
If you didn't catch that book, I said, did she die?
Me and my buddy were in two separate beds.
Right.
Two different girls.
Right.
And my friend pulled up, and I just got off the girl and left. So I went out with him, and later on, I go to my buddy, did you see her in the bed? He goes, yeah, she laid there with her legs spread. I go, what did you do? He goes, I fucked her.
See, man,
for you.
and again, this is, but this is what it all comes down to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it comes to a point where you have to be extremely careful. If you're a single individual and you're going out looking for some play on the weekend or whatever you're going to do, you meet a girl in a bar and, you start making it out, hands roam, shit happens. What happens now? If she says no and you pull off of her, from that point on, and it's, it's a wrap. There's a fucking wall right here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, what if she turns around and decides to accuse you of something that you didn't do?
You know
what I mean? And it goes both ways. I don't want to hear it doesn't. It
No,
does.
right. But how come some of these guys aren't saying no? Like, some of them, they're like, okay, I did it. Just fucking say no.
But, Johnny, if they did do it,
Right.
what makes it, if they deny it, it becomes a gray area of becoming criminal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and honestly, like again, the Louis C.K. thing, he didn't touch any of these women. He whacked his bag in front of them. You know what I mean? So all he did was jerk himself off. So it's nothing less creepy than what anybody else did. But the fact of the matter is that he didn't lay his hands on anybody.
Yep.
You know?
This is why they all got to go to Vegas. It all stays there.
But, like you look at a guy like Harvey Weinstein, and, there's, to me, anything that you do in that kind of aspect, there's nothing sexual about it. It's all a fucking power trip.
Oh, yeah.
So you look at a guy like him who took advantage of young actresses and shit like that, he's a fucking animal. Fuck this guy. He had plenty of dough. He had more power than he knew what to do with. You know what, man? If you're really that hard up a pussy, buy hookers.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
At the end of the day, you have fucking $100 million in the bank. You could afford a $350 chick for an hour.
Yeah.
You know,
They won't talk.
well, but that's the point. That's what they're there. That's what they do. And I'm not faulting them for doing that. I'm not looking down on anybody because whatever. You know, but at the same fucking token, you know, you go and you do this shit to people, you're ruining their lives, you're ruining their families' lives and stuff like that. And fuck a lawsuit. Like, I wouldn't want any money from this fucking fat animal. I would want to see him burn in a cell for the rest of his fucking life.
Yeah.
You know? And if he got deep dicked by the fucking Knicks starting five while he's in prison, God bless them. You know? Who gives a fuck? Fuck this guy. You know? And Kevin Spacey is the worst. That motherfucker should be in jail. I don't give a fuck what anybody
little
says.
fucking boys and shit.
Kids. So now you're fucking with kids that for years have to live with this shit. You're no better than the priest in the you know, who are on these churches who love touching kids. You know, when you have, and again, I know I'm ADDing the fuck out of it, but when you run the biggest business in the world, which what happens to be the Catholic Church, when you have more than $2 billion in your fucking fund to pay off kids, what the fuck is going on in this
There's
world?
a problem there.
A huge problem.
Yeah.
You know, it's fucking ridiculous, bro. So, you know, it all boils down to this whole fucking hypocritical town. Everybody's a power tripping motherfucker, and everybody thinks that they got it.
Yep.
And you know what? I'm a cool actor. I'm hip. I'm a fucking name. I can do whatever I want. You can't. Like, you can't do that to people. Because it's always, karma is a motherfucker. It's going to come back and get you every time. You know? And it's only a matter of time bringing it all back around again. It's only a matter of time before it hits these bands.
Oh, yeah.
It's going
Fuck
to.
Yeah. Motley Crue.
Any of them.
Back
It
in the
doesn't
80s,
even
forget
fucking
about it.
matter.
There's going to be a good story
You know-
coming out from the 80s. Something's
Right.
gonna happen.
You know, I mean, the only difference between like Motley Crue and a Poison or a Rat or anybody else like that, you know, those guys didn't talk as much as Motley Crue did. Motley Crue was very open about what they did. You know, and obviously read the fucking book.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
and if you don't read the books, they'll tell you the stories. Ask them. You know, no regrets because it's already out there. It's
Yeah,
not
yep.
fucking, you know, none of this shit is hidden, you know, but it's going to come up. It's going to come up against bands who are bigger bands who have more money. Kiss. And again, I'm not fucking saying that Gene Simmons is right. I'm totally not doing that.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, if they turn around and decide to sue him, even if this has been the game forever that he's been pulling, no one has said no to him over all these years. It doesn't fucking matter. You know, that chick's going to wind up with a handful of Kiss cash. I think Gene would rather go to jail than give his money regardless. You know?
The lawyer run to hell, too.
It doesn't.
The lawyers.
But that's the point. The only people who make out in these fucking situations are lawyers anyway.
Anyways.
You know?
And for the record, of course, he said in response, I did not assault the women, people making these allegations. So that he's proven his innocence. He's like, I look forward to my day in court where the evidence will be proved of my innocence.
Fair enough. That's a guy standing up for himself. You
Yeah,
know?
that's it.
He has to. He has to.
They went after, who was the fucking comedian they went after? Who was the guy that played the agent on Entourage? Jeremy Piven.
Jeremy Piven.
Oh, yeah.
That motherfucker turned around, got a lie detector, and videotaped himself doing it.
Really?
Yeah, because he was like, nope,
Yeah.
didn't do it. Don't give a fuck. I didn't do it.
Good for him.
Good for him, exactly. Because you're gonna run into those situations.
Yes, you are.
You know, so for everyone that's right, there may be one that's wrong. You know, or just a cash grab. And I'll tell you the truth, a lot of these guys will write checks to keep their to have people keep their mouth shut. You know, whether it's right or wrong. You know, and sometimes in those situations, their lawyers will turn around and tell them to write checks just to shut them the fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and make them sign a confidentiality agreement and all that stuff. You know, because if you paid somebody $10 million and you turn around, you put in a contract for this $10 million that I paid you, you go to the press, I get $20 million. That's the end of it.
Done.
You know what I mean? So they wind up shutting people up too. You know, so it's just crazy. You know, and I mean, even people would tell them like Corey Feldman, came out that he was abused as a kid, and Barbara Walters told him to his face that he was ruining the business that they were in. It's on the show. It was on the View, whatever that fucking hen show was. You know, that I would never watch because honestly, my vagina's not dry and I'm not 70. You know.
Fuck that show.
But it's a crazy world we live in, folks, and I'm telling
Yes,
you
it
all,
is.
be
Scary.
careful out there. I have daughters. The first person that touches my daughter in the wrong way, listen, the only person in the world you might have to worry about God somewhere down the line, but you better worry about me first because they're going to have to kill me to stop me before I get my fucking hands on you.
Yeah.
Because I will kill him.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care.
Fuck yeah.
I will castrate a motherfucker right in the middle of Sunrise Highway, and I would not think twice about it. I would call the news myself. Come here, bring your cameras. It's going to be a good one. I will. I will kill a motherfucker who goes near any of my kids.
No, of course.
Or my wife, or anything like that.
Me
All I have to
too.
do is hear it once. Remember how Henry Hill pistol whipped that dick that lived across the street from Karen?
Yeah.
That's going to be tame compared to what I would do.
What do you want, fucko?
Exactly. Really push. Nice fucking sweater vest, dick. Like, I'd be like, what? What? You serious right now? I'm just going to beat you into the ground.
I would have took his Corvette. Right?
He could have taken his Corvette. He was Henry Hill.
That's right. Fuck you. Give me that car, motherfucker.
That would have been funny.
What's wrong, Karen? Oh, Henry! The guy across the street, the guy you saw at the yacht in the boat.
I would have been like, I would have asked her, did you talk the whole time? And she'd have been like, yeah. I'd be like, all right, you got what you deserved. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Push me out of the car!
He told me! After he hit me!
Yeah, no, man. See, yeah, nothing like that. That'll never happen.
Sorry!
Yeah, man. See, that's the night that I spend in jail. That's the night that I spend in prison.
Flush it down the toilet.
You know, it's funny. You're talking about this. My brother's son and his friends, they loved The Sopranos and Goodfellas and all that shit.
Right.
And they were out somewhere, and one of the kids got arrested for some stupid. He had an open container.
Right.
I forgot where they were. So they got to go.
Apparently somewhere where he couldn't have an open container.
Right.
Sure.
So they put him in the jail for a couple hours, and all the friends went to the jail to get him. And when he came out, and they were videoing it fucking perfect. Like, you popped your cherry! They did the whole scene in the courthouse. You see all the cops looking at him, laughing their asses off. You didn't talk. That's important. You said nothing. You told them nothing.
And they got nothing.
They got nothing.
You wasted a perfectly good towel. Look at that.
Now listen, in an hour you're gonna be in a scene where you're gonna have a bloody nose from the coke leaking out of it. You have that helicopter following you, that's paranoid. That's when everybody shuts this movie off.
Yes.
That's when the movie ends. No one needs to watch after that.
Yeah. That and the Bronx Tale. That Bronx Tale made a turn I wasn't interested in.
You know, the only thing about a Bronx Tale is that I want to see it on Broadway. That I want to
I
see.
love it on Broadway, yeah.
You know, but again, like I love the movie because, again, just the beating that they tossed the bikers in that movie. Nothing personal against you biker folk. I love you guys. You know that. I'm all about. I support. I don't ride, but I support. I got your back. You don't need it, but you know that I would do it.
What song was they playing? 12 Commandments of Love or something like that?
Some shit like that, yeah. And the beating that they took. Now, we're going to leave now. No, you're not.
Now you can't leave.
Now you can't leave.
And then you see their faces like, oh, fuck now. That's not the song. That's Goodfellas.
Yeah, I know. But this is Mario's house. This is Mario's house when he comes home and says boast instead of boost.
Yeah. And then he shits his pants and goes upstairs.
Oh my God. Do you know that I tell like a different Mario fucks up everyday story at like work?
Yeah,
I
you
do.
have so many.
There is so many.
It is.
There is so many. I haven't even scratched the surface. What I really want to do is I want to have Mario's brother on, Mario's brother John Paul, who has not only the best Mario stories, because he was with us for most of it, and he wasn't a big drinker for the most part, as far as I remember anyway. And John Paul...
Yo, bro.
For years, John Paul was a counselor for, let's say, a camp.
Okay.
My friend Matt had an engagement party. Okay. It was 112 and with like 2,000% humidity. They had it in the backyard. It was hot as balls. You couldn't even get drunk because it was so fucking hot.
Go right through you, right?
Yeah. Went right through us. This party was a bomb. A complete fucking snore fest. Bomb. John Paul starts telling his stories of when he was a counselor for said camp.
Right.
Let's just say it's for people who aren't highly intelligent. Johnny, I swear to God, this party went from 0 to 100 in about fucking 2 minutes flat.
Oh my God.
All of a sudden, everyone's drunk. John Paul is the funniest motherfucker in the room. We can't breathe. We're crying, fucking
God.
laughing. Nobody wanted to get up to go to the bathroom because this guy's fucking racing through his stories. John Paul could tell a mean motherfucking story. I'm
Wow,
telling
that's
you.
great.
Dude. This one kid went into the bathroom.
No. Don't even try it, Mario. Mario.
We could probably finish the entire show just by telling everybody how we started the show today with Mario. With the fucking camera. What the fuck's he doing over there?
Well, look, I'll break down the fourth wall a little bit. Before we come on the air, we set up the camera angles and shit like that. And, it's really, like, once I'm sitting in the chair, I'm fat, so I'm not getting up. So, Mario does it, Johnny does a little bit of it. So we were all set. We check all the camera angles, we get all the volume levels and all that stuff. Again, usually, and if you've seen this show more than once, you also know it doesn't happen on every show. So after everything's all set up, Mario goes to put on one of the recording, I guess, websites that we use.
Right.
And he moves the fucking camera. And Johnny and I just look at each other like, what the fuck did he just do? And Mario's like, my back hurts because he was squatting to do it. It's not like the first time you've taken a shit over an open hole in a foreign land.
I was in that spot for like more than a minute. So I'll put it back.
It's just funny.
But that wasn't even it. It's like,
No, that was
then
right.
you're off the fucking page with. I see the fucking iPad's off at one point. I mean, what the fuck is he doing?
It shut down.
It was tired because it's a very, very old iPad.
It's tired. Get another iPad.
Someone
got
actually,
three.
someone actually wrote iPad in black marker on it and sold it to Mario on the corner of fucking Roosevelt Avenue by Shea Stadium in Queens.
I've had that happen to a guy I was working with one day, years ago.
Uh-huh.
It's like Archie, big black guy, right? We're working down by Wall Street, and all of a sudden, some other black guy comes up to him and is like, hey, man, psst, I got this video camera, man. And I look at the fucking box, and it's a white box, and you can see he cut pictures out of fucking video cameras, and he saran wrapped it. So I look at this guy, like, I'm laughing, like, I look at Archie, and he's like, how much you want, man? Guys, I want 3. He goes, oh, I only got 2. I thought he was fucking kidding. He hands the guy $200. The guy hands in the box, guy's gone.
Yeah, no shit.
I go, Archie, open that box. He goes, I'll open it when I get back to us. No. Open that fucking box now.
What's in the box?
I was just going to do that, you motherfucker.
What's in the box?
Fucking rocks. A box of rocks. And he was so fucking mad. He's like, you don't tell nobody about this, right? We got back to the warehouse. I'm like, don't throw that box out, Arch. It's $200.
I swear to God, I would have been on my phone. Yo, you don't understand what this dumb motherfucker just did. He might as well play the shell game in Times Square. What a fucking asshole. What a maroon.
That was back in the 80s, man. I thought he was kidding. Like, did you really just give this guy fucking money? You can see the box was saran wrapped with cut out pictures of the cameras weren't even the same. All the pictures. Fucking moron, man.
I've never known anybody
That's
do
like
that
when you get
happen
that
to.
phone call. Hello, my name is Joe, and your computer is sending out virus.
Right. My name is John from America. I work for Microsoft. I work for Microsoft. I fix your computer. All you have to do is give me a bank routing number.
Yeah.
First of all, you're not John from America. Let's start it right there. You're 17 consonants and a vowel. Someday you're gonna blow yourself up with a homemade bomb, and your 72 versions are gonna be goats with wide assholes. That's what you are. Okay, so let's fucking cut the shit right there and then. The second thing is, no, just no. I'm not doing that ever. I'm never giving you anything.
Fuck you. And fuck you.
And I'd be like, listen, Punjab, I dick slapped your mom last night on her fucking face with that mole with the hair growing off of it.
Oh. Oh no, that was my mother Sue.
my mother Sue, also from America.
Susan from America.
Right.
Oh man.
But you have to be a dumb motherfucker to fall for something like
Man, I
that.
was like, fuck, I did it twice last week.
Maureen, why is my computer locked up? Mario, did you do it again? But he said he was from Microsoft. He also said he didn't work for the Apple company. He worked for Banana. Banana's next door to Apple.
Yes.
My name is Peter. I work for Banana. I fix your eye pins.
Fucking great.
I fix your black eye. I don't know, man. Like we live in such a fucked up situation in this world. What are you looking at, Johnny?
I'm just looking at see if anybody wrote anything.
Uh,
I'm trying to keep up with it, but
Mm-hmm.
I pinned the number to the top. Call us. 877-917-5263.
like we've all fallen fucking. No, I shouldn't say. Some of us have probably fallen for a scam before.
Yeah.
Definitely like I have not fallen
Yeah.
for a scam. I used to walk around when I was a kid. We used to go to Main Street in Flushing, and it was like the place to be.
Right.
They had all the cool stores there and all this shit.
What part?
Yeah, Main Street in Flushing.
But what part? Well, but where? All of Main Street I know is hard.
That was like,
It was, at the time, it wasn't 100% fucking Koreatown.
Yeah.
They had all these great stores. They had a good flea market. There's a place called Jolly Joint. They had a Busy Bee, like the one they had in Massapequa
I know,
all
I
those
know.
years ago.
Yeah.
But they had one of those in Flushing. That was pretty for the times it was happening or whatever.
Right.
They had a Whiz. They had a fucking Crazy Eddie's. Crazy Eddie's is where I bought my vinyl copy of Megadeth Peace Cells when I was a
Wow.
kid. It goes to show you how far back that
Yeah,
goes.
well, that area changed a lot.
A little bit. Yeah, all of Anna's cousins are there. She has no idea. But it's whatchamacallit. So we used to go there all the time, and I remember my buddy Matt and we went, and we met these girls, and Matt, of course, picked up on one of them. The other one wanted nothing to do with me physically at all whatsoever, because honestly, I was dumpy and awful. I wouldn't have fucked me. At the time, I couldn't even jerk myself off. My hand was embarrassed to touch my dick. But regardless, we were walking down the street, and there was these Jehovah's Witnesses hanging out all this sort of shit on the corner. So they're like, Jesus loves you. So I took all this shit out of her hand, and I threw it down the ground, and I went, Jesus is dead. Right? I think the woman died of a heart attack on the spot. If you ever wonder why I have all the problems that I have, it might root from that moment. I'm kind of an asshole, to be honest. So anything that happens to me, I so richly deserve.
You were like the guy in the beginning of Airplane, the Witnesses, whatever you call them?
Yeah, the Jehovah's Witnesses.
You have a flower. Get the fuck out of here. Have a flower.
so many of them.
That guy was Joe Azusa for all of
Joe
those,
Azusa.
Yes.
which is terrible. That I'm really showing my age, by the way. Totally.
Yeah, but that area is not the same.
No, changed a little bit,
Oof. Down by Roosevelt, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Roosevelt and Maine.
If you would have said Bell, I would understand.
But Bell hasn't changed that much. But
No,
Bell
not
had
at all.
some,
Bell,
but
no.
Bell didn't have. Bell had cool places, but it wasn't like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? They had all these heavy metal shops. They had a place called Jolly Joint, which was basically, I'm sure it was all pot sort of type of shit. But they had all the heavy metal T-shirts and stuff like that. They hated all of us. Every teenager that worked there that was older than we are, all thought they were the coolest fucking person in the room. They hated all of us.
Oh my God.
They also were very wise. So they had this Guns N' Roses poster in the display. There was two display things in the hall, to the right and to the left as you would walk into the store itself. And they had a Guns N' Roses poster up on the wall that was autographed. It wasn't autographed. But every fucking idiot. Of course it was bogus. Like, really? You even have to ask me that?
And it didn't have the gold seal of authenticity.
No.
No.
No. This is why. Mario, you want tires for your cars? These are called Brick Brand. Take these.
It had it, but they wrote it in.
But they, so of course, all the kids would come in and ask them about the autographed Guns N' Roses. So, yeah, they came in and they bought shit and whatever the story was. It doesn't even. It's 30 years ago, but you'd have to be a dick to believe that Guns N' Roses came to Jolly Joint of all places on fucking Main Street in Flushing
Right.
to sign a poster.
Yeah. Hey, why not?
No, definitely they did not. There's not even a chance. Like, not even for a quick 5 seconds did they stop in to take a piss. That did not ever happen. Like, ever. Honestly, Johnny, you had a better chance of Mario spelling.
There you go.
Period.
Or it'd be like, hello? Yes, Guns N' Roses was here and they signed a poster.
You buy now? I sell you for $350.
I don't lie to you, I promise. I'm from America.
I'm from America.
No, this is spelled correctly. Axl Rossi. Yes.
Axl Rossi.
This is original.
This is what I got to get into next. All right. Now, listen, you, me, Mario, not quite so much because he's always looking for black sweaters and whatever fucking, sort of clothes that he likes to wear. We're on Facebook constantly. Okay. Have you noticed the political arguments and stuff on Facebook?
About both sides.
Just in general. I'm not talking about specific. I don't care what side you're on. Have you noticed them? Yes or no?
Not really, but yeah.
Have you ever just read them to read them?
I've read them. I read a couple of them, but after maybe 2 or 3 paragraphs, I had to stop. I just have to stop.
My question to the both of you is, does it make anybody's point less valid when they can't fucking spell for anything?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like you could be the second coming of Christ. You could be the leader of the new free world.
Right.
And if you can't spell, I don't care. I'm never reading anything you write. I can't handle it.
And especially today with the spell check. There's
Thank
no
you.
excuses for it.
Yeah,
No
they come up
fucking shit.
automatically.
Don't sit there and tell me that once the Muslims blow up the world with bombs and shit like that, that Mecca is coming. I'm never gonna read it. I'm never gonna know, because as soon as the first word is misspelled and you think you have a valid argument, you're done. You're done with me. I have to punch out. Listen, I can't spell that well. Spell check. Spell check.
I have 2 spell checks. I hope. Hey, Dawn, how do you spell?
But it's ridiculous. Like I can't even when people put up opinions about music or concerts or whatever or anything. If you can't spell, I'm punching out. I don't care what you have to say.
Right.
If you wrote that the person who answers this will get a check for $10 million, I'm not getting $10 million because fuck your check.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't spell. You're an asshole. I can't handle it. For the life of me, I can't handle it. So do you take anyone seriously who goes that way?
What do you mean the phone line's not working? Of course it is. Yeah. Try. Again.
Johnny spelled good.
When I see it, I see someone putting something up, especially if it's a political.
No, but that's not the point of it. I'm just using it as a for example. Right.
But the spelling, of course, it's just like, they should have read this before they would have posted it.
It's not that complicated.
No,
it's the easiest job in the world to proofread your work. That's what teachers used to tell you when you were in school.
Yeah.
Read it again. Don't hand me something misspelled or you'll fail, and you'll be left back in the 4th grade, and you'll be the tallest kid in the class, and no one will talk to you because you're a dumb motherfucker. That's how that happens. All right, thanks, Mario, for adding anything to it. But, it's okay. As long as you add something, it's fine.
But no. I mean, you gotta.
Man, what did? I don't know what he did to the line 2. Did you do something to the line 2 today?
No.
Okay, because it's all signed out and all that shit. Did you sign out and shit? Or? Yeah, can you hand that to him? Tell him to sign into line 2, please.
Sure.
Thank you.
If you would have given this to me, maybe I would have.
What?
Well, we didn't know that it was signed out.
We didn't. How will we know, Johnny?
Because you were fucking with it today. I wasn't fucking with it today. Jim wasn't fucking with it today.
Yeah, I'm getting texts too. Phone line's not working.
Hold on. We'll be working in a moment. Oh, jeez. Anybody out there that wants to buy a Mario, we will pay you 3 cents.
Why would the phone line be working? I'm not even mad. I'm just not. Because you said, you fucked it up. I actually blame you. Because you said, are we actually going to have a pain-free show tonight? And guess what?
Yeah, jinxed it.
I guarantee you changed the number. I guarantee you.
I didn't change the dude. How would I change the number?
They wouldn't let him.
They wouldn't let me.
So we tried. That's the scary part, that he tried.
No, well, he had to pay for it, which you already know, since he took a fucking header over a trio for the weekend, that's not happening.
How long was it taking him to sign in?
Relax, would you?
Oh, throw it. That's
I
a
didn't
fucking...
throw it. I dropped it. The difference.
He would have thrown it.
Oh, if you... Yeah.
All right. I'm going to try my own phone number because...
Try calling now, please. I don't know if he fucked this up too, but we'll see. Hold on.
That's got to be changed too, by the way.
Yeah.
It's going right to voicemail. Unless somebody else tried to call while I was calling in.
No.
But what a shock. What a shock. Folks, I apologize because, that should have been working.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Not too bad. Let me see if I can open the app. So anyway.
Anyway. So we got about 10, 15, 20 minutes left. If the phone works, call in, because I'll talk about anything for the last 20 minutes. I'm fucking...
Wait, no, okay. I gotta.
What?
I wasn't expecting a phone call, but. Hello.
Hello?
Hey there.
Hi, is the phone working now? Hello, Verizon.
Yeah, the phone is working now. Hi, how are you? I know who this is.
Yes, this is your favorite visual Caucasian from New Jersey.
I was telling the guys how you're going to stick stickers all over the place with the band of black-hearted hookers from New Jersey. I think it's going to be...
am. We're going to be a bunch of fucking vigilantes.
I love this girl.
Yeah.
You have no idea. She's actually... I think she's me with nicer breasts. Mine are
Nice,
bigger,
sweet.
but, hers are nicer, so...
Well, they're medium, but I grew them myself. I'm very proud of them.
Excellent.
So,
I know. Also, when you were talking about Mario, I'm like, wasn't it 8 o'clock when you were talking about his fear of vaginas? I believe I didn't even have coffee yet.
no, you didn't. You didn't. And it totally came up way too early in the morning. You're absolutely right.
I know. It was great. It was a perfect way to start my morning.
Hey, listen, the best part of waking up is talking about vagina. That's the way that I see it anyway. Oh, we could talk to other people in the office and we can see how that goes.
I know. I would actually like to go in. Listen, you don't have to go to work tomorrow. I have to go to work tomorrow and pretend like, I'm not a vigilante and give them the fake smile like, hello, my name is Becky. I work for Verizon.
Exactly, you do. But then I have to go
I
on
know.
Friday and pretend that I give a shit. And
Absolutely not. There's nobody there. I'm in charge.
I know. So that's the only reason why it's all gonna work out for coming in on Friday and doing the.
I know. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fantastic. I feel like maybe I'll leave one of the stickers on the manager's door and we'll blame it on somebody else.
I totally like that idea. I wanted to put a sticker on his car, and they wouldn't let me.
Oh,
What?
oh my God.
I hit most of the rigs, and all those motherfuckers scraped them off. So guess what I have to do again? I have to hit more Con Edison rigs with stickers.
Nice.
They're all over the city. I might as well.
I know.
But I have
I
the best one
cannot
in the
wait.
city.
I feel like Sunday's going to be the first one. I'm going to be out at MetLife Stadium. I'm going to be in Hoboken. I'm just going to be in total, sticker mode this weekend.
That's my girl. That's what I like to hear.
Nice.
And, you fellas should
Yeah,
thank
right.
her. You should thank her very nicely.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Oh, I'm getting all excited. You're welcome here.
All right, Danielle, listen, we're going to move on because I got another couple of people who want to call in, and I'm leaving on time because
No problem.
I'm done with this.
All
Thank
right.
you, sweetheart. I will see you Friday, and thank you for your help and your support. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem. Take care, guys. Have a good night.
Have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Russell,
Bye.
Russell just said, are you wearing an ascot around your neck? You look like Mr. Howell.
Oh, my God. Mario's wearing a dickie. That's what he's
Well, if
wearing.
you want to get a good look at it, go to YouTube.
Brian, call in. Brian, I know you tried to call in. Brian, call back in. I'm ready to talk to you now.
Line's open.
The line's open because why would Mario have the phones on? So, no, I'm blaming both of you because it's obviously not my fault because I have no idea how to fuck to use any of this stuff anyway.
Well, the phone worked Monday.
That's because you had Margaret.
No, Mark has nothing to do with the phone. It's all from here.
Oh, well, what the fuck do I know?
Well, he fucked with the line too today, and I'm offline. So I don't know what he did.
All right, well, whatever. It does. I don't even care. I don't care.
It's on my laptop.
I don't
I'll
care.
keep it on my laptop.
As soon as.
So-
Hi, and welcome to the Jim Chinnici Show. How are you tonight? Obviously, I have a headache, so please speak.
What's up, man?
How are you, brother? How's everything?
I'm good. I'm very. I understand you have a headache. You have to sit next to Mario for 2 hours.
Yeah, well,
That'll kill anybody.
the sacrifices I make for my audience, Brian. I'm all about the entertainment.
I'm right, man. Yeah, I had to laugh at you mentioning the bit about people who can't spell or use grammar when they try to have intelligent arguments online.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm on Facebook trolling people pretty much all day.
Yeah, 24/7, dude. I know. I feel your pain.
Because I don't do anything all day. If my boss is listening, that's a total lie. I do a lot of work. But it's dude, it's so fucking terrible because I'll try and talk to people, and some of them can have valid points, but if you can't properly communicate with somebody else, especially considering the technology is all there for you to be able to spell everything correctly, you're an asshole.
Exactly.
Exactly. We know too many people like that.
Yes.
Yeah, some people who stay up all hours of the night to try to get out of thought and couldn't spell their way out of a paper bag with two open ends. So yeah, for sure, I'm totally with you. And that's just it, Brian. I'm always up for a great discussion. And you know what? I'll be the guy that if I'm wrong or my point of view is different, I'm not gonna be the guy that calls you a dick or whatever. But if you can't spell, sorry. That general form of communication, the easiest thing in the world to do, and especially, like I said, you have a supercomputer in your fucking hands all day long, you should be able to figure it out. It shouldn't be that fucking complicated. That's the way I see it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like somebody's going to like a party with a whole bunch of scientists or whatever and starts like spouting like conspiracy theories like the moon landing was faked and all that other shit. It's like the same kind of thing. It's like, do you realize where you are? You just look like a freaking asshole.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, who gave the monkey a goddamn computer?
So, did you listen when I played the Three Ring Circus songs before?
No, I was at a company dinner all night. I missed the whole first hour of the show.
Well, that's all right, because you could read.
So, but I've heard them before. I know they're pretty terrible.
Yeah, what we do have is, Brian, what we're going to do from this point on, there's going to be the YouTube channel. We'll have the whole recorded show. Honestly, I think I was on the air for about 10 minutes before I played them. I wanted to get them out of the way early so we can maximize the amount of people who are going to hear them. And I'd like you to, give it a listen through that aspect because, well, we've never heard our songs on the radio before, so there's probably that. And there was a couple of things that I really wanted to play, but I couldn't get to. The only reason why I didn't do it, there's no backup vocals. So I wanted to play like Creepin', but it sounds ridiculous without the backup parts.
Yeah, the only good versions we have are the older versions that were recorded on Matt's shitty laptop.
Right. And it doesn't sound good at all. I wouldn't play those, you know what I mean? It's also not representative of that point in time and where we would pick up from currently. So I don't want people to have to hear that and be like, oh, wow, that sucks. Yeah, you know what? I got to agree with you. And that's nothing against any of it. It's just the recording itself,
Absolutely. I think the only ones that we had that were done, I mean, obviously Under Your Skin was done. I think Consumed was done. And Save Me was done.
Save Me,
but other than that,
shit ton of backup vocals, but it's not mixed properly, so the vocals overpower almost everything, and that's why I didn't pick that song to play either.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard the attempts at mixing mix down of those songs, unless it's the ones that were already on there, and those aren't the final versions because I re-recorded the background vocals because those were probably the ones with the backing vocals that I did in my basement.
Right. Agreed, exactly. So that's what I'm
saying. Which is horrible. So don't listen to that.
Well, none of it is finished. The day's gonna come where the four of us get together and mix it down, and then we'll pop it out, and I'll come up with a cool title like Meat Wallet or something like that. Three Ring Circus Meat Wallet 2017. Or some whatever dopey name that we can come up with. But
Three Ring Circus finally free of Mario.
Three Ring Circus. This thing was delivered late because Mario was playing on it and was completely off and out of time.
Exactly.
Three Ring Circus finally in time.
Oh my God.
Three Ring Circus, much more talented now.
Yeah. Three Ring Circus white again.
This one's going to be the White Album.
Hello, I am Dave from Three Ring Circus.
This is Mario from Colombia, and I am in Three Ring Circus. Please send me money to support my recordings.
I am American.
Thank you. Come in my hair.
I will sue you. I will sue you for the royalties. I wrote that song. Just give me a routing number. Give me a routing number. I do the whole thing. It's go to Target. You get Target gift card, and you write the number down. I will take the money. You get up to $2,000 per gift card.
No, fuck you, motherfucker. I fallen far from grace.
Motherfuck.
No, Mario would say it wrong. He'd say motherfuck.
You mother bitch.
Yeah, with his fucking, I went to college, so I'm going to mispronounce every word that I. Oh my god, my head hurts.
Yeah, he's out there boasting cars on the street.
jumping over trees like he's fucking in the Dukes of Hazzard. But you weren't Luke and Duke. You were the perpetrating cousins that came in for that one season.
Oh, Vance and I can't even think of the other.
What, cousin fucker and Dick Eater, whatever their names were.
I know one of them was Vance, but the other one's dead.
Good. They should have been dead fucking back then. Fuck them.
Coy and Vance, I think.
Of course they were. Yeah, country fucking cousin bumpers.
Oh my god.
But anyway, listen, Brian, I'm gonna move on because I want to take a couple more phone calls before we split for the night and we split for the holiday and stuff. It's great to hear your voice, bro. We have to get together soon. And my love to you,
You too, man.
and Kat and the kids, and Merry Christmas, bro. Let's keep it real up in the field. All right.
You too. Hope hope all you guys and your families are good, and we'll get together one of these days. You, me, Matt, me, Tony, and that other fucking guy.
Matt. All right, bro. Be good, man. My love to everyone. I'll talk to you soon,
Later,
Ken.
brother.
All right, later, man.
Bye-bye.
We had a call coming in from Pearl River, New York. If you're still on with us, you can give us a call right now.
Yeah, give us a call because
Call
I'm going
back.
home soon. So jump in, man.
Call
jump
him
in.
back, Mario.
Yeah, all right.
But what if they're not? What if they're taking a dump now?
It'll be echoey.
What?
What?
Pearl River, go.
We hunt you down.
Hello?
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 This is the Jim Chinnici Show. Who am I calling?
Tom O'Brien.
Hey, Tom. How are you, man? Holy shit! I haven't heard your voice
All right.
in fucking 35 years. How's everything going?
Yeah, it was. It's been what, mid-90s.
Yeah, it had to be something to that.
I think it was back when ponds were cool.
Jesus Jones.
How's everything?
Yeah, gin blossoms and
Ew.
vintage soul asylum.
I might have to hang up on you if you keep talking like that. How's everything going, bro? It's good to hear your voice, man.
All right. Aside from living in post-apocalyptic times, troubled economical times, everything's doing all right.
Good.
Surviving.
Good. Are you still anywhere like near around your mom or any of that kind of stuff?
What?
Are you still anywhere around your mom? Or
Oh yeah. They're doing good. My folks are doing it, just getting older.
just
Kind of
so
depressing.
everyone knows, because I'm sitting here talking to you like we're on the phone, like by ourselves. This is my friend Tom. I've been friends with his family since the day I was born.
Whoa.
So I haven't seen
Sorry,
Tom
Tom.
in forever. But Tom used to come to my house as a baby. Like his mom, my mom were best friends, so they were over all the time. And he has an older half brother, Jason, that that's basically the same age as I am.
Cool.
We're only a couple of months apart and whatever. So it's great. It's great to hear this kid's voice. You have no idea. I'm flashing back like a motherfucker right now.
Wow.
So what's going on, man? What do you got going on with your acting career? Because I know you sent me a message the other day, and I know I haven't gotten back to you yet.
Yes. I've been working on a few projects, trying to get a few of them into film festivals, and try to also got one project that's sort of it's been released on DVD, but it's just finding the right distributor.
Of course. So welcome to the music business without guitars. I totally understand where you're coming from.
So it's sort of like it's a weird world, considering it's kind of like how the music world is very different nowadays. It's not about getting that record, that fat contract of like, I got signed to Capitol. It's not about that anymore. It's all about getting that deal with Amazon or Apple, for MP3s, whatever, downloads and whatever. Same thing now for movies. It's like nobody wants to go into a store and buy a DVD anymore. It's like it used to feel, special. Now it's like, nah, man, I'll just download it, Netflix it.
Right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
And we're kind of.
And it's kind of like, and it's sort of, I don't know, it feels like a certain era has been sort of lost. Like, I mean, I look at, my face on, on the cover on one of the alternative DVDs, it's like, it's so cool.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel that I'm looking at it's almost like in a relic form, format. Like, yeah, this would have been really awesome if this was like 1981 or or like 1992. It's like, yo, or any of that time period where all those awesome Chuck Norris movies were really hot.
Sure.
It'd be like, yo, look, I'm on the fucking cover. It's like, yeah, I'm going down like I'm gonna be like fucking Eric Roberts from Best of the Best, or all those really awesome B-rated type of films where it's like you just didn't feel embarrassed of like, yo, I got Delta Force.
Right.
It's like,
and it's ironic because, like Johnny was trying to say a couple minutes ago, we're the shit that we do is basically parallel too, because we're independent of everything, of everyone.
Everybody. I think honestly, half the industry, music and film, is independent.
Yeah, it has to be.
That's where it's thriving, because the problem is mainstream. I've learned in the last like 4 or 5 years, mainstream's gotten lazy. Mainstream is Ryan Seacrest saying, "Hey, welcome to the Dick Clark Corpse special, New Year's special,"
right.
Or the E channel of what's the Kardashian doing. And it's not really media.
Most Kardashians are doing black guys. So,
yeah, I mean, like, it's just mainstream is sort of played out, and I mean, for God's sakes, we're getting nothing but reboots and remakes, and
well, it's weak.
Like,
the bottom line is,
it's weak.
Is all the stuff that's out there, as far as any of that stuff goes, it's all bank. That's all they're worried about, is a return on their investment. It's not like in the old days where you would take a chance on a film or anything like that. Now it's like buying a house, rebuilding it, and flipping it for the most profit that you can make.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, completely.
And that's why,
like,
the way that I do things here in my little bit of the world, and when I start my network shortly, is because I can't do what I want in any kind of a commercial aspect. The minute that somebody puts me on a commercial radio station, the fucking board is going to melt. It's over. You know what I mean? I can't be me in those situations. And you know what? I could be like everybody else. It's all cookie cutter shit. Or you could be unique and you could find your own way. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
I respect what you're doing.
No, I mean, thanks. I mean, yeah, I completely respect what you're doing, and it's great. I mean, I think your whole show is, I've been keeping up with it as best as I can. Mm-hmm. It's very, you're very outspoken, and I like that. It's good. And the thing is that this whole industry needs that.
Yeah.
They don't need freaking ass kissers of like, oh, so-and-so, or, Hillary or Trump, they're doing such a wonderful job. Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, no, we don't need that. That's why we have Fox News Channel.
Right.
Like, Hillary and friends, listen up, snowflake, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, it doesn't appeal to me. And people will say, well, you're being a liberal. Why? Because I'm thinking different? Why? Because I can't relate? I can't relate to, the 75-year-old, greedy Wall Street mongrel that has been doing this, like back in the day when New York City was New York City, right, and doesn't know how to let go. You've made enough of money. Let somebody else have a try. Nah, enough isn't enough. I want to have enough of money to build myself a shrine, a pyramid, so when I can die, I can have like an Iron Maiden type of ceremony.
Absolutely. Listen,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean,
I got to cut you off from that thought because we have to punch out. Why don't you do me a favor? Call back in next week. The phone line, I'll make it a point to have it working, and we are going to be on the air the week between Christmas and New Year's. More people will be home then than they are now, for sure. So call back next week, because I'm going to bring all this stuff up again, too, because I want to really get into this independent stuff of music, and I got a friend of mine who just released some material on its own. The shit is fantastic, and I want to make sure that it starts to get heard somewhere. So I'm going to...
Oh, speaking of music, we should talk about, I don't know if you still have it. I sent it last year. It was a soundtrack to my movie. I also want to send you my copy.
Really?
Yes, I have it. I have a couple of copies.
Okay. I know that I have it because I know I have it in my house because I have a collection of stuff that was sent, and with all the stuff that I went through with the surgeries and stuff, I sort of backburnered a bunch of stuff, and I'm catching up on everything now. So let us run. Let us do our thing. I gotta say goodbye to the audience and stuff. And Tom, we'll definitely talk during the week. I want to wish a Merry Christmas to you and the family and everyone. And
Same to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad everything's all right with you. I'm glad everything, you came through. Everything is A-okay, healing up.
I'm too stupid to die, so that's you know what I mean. So that's the way that is, and I appreciate the kind thoughts and the words, bro. So like I said, give everyone my love. We will talk soon, and Merry Christmas to you and yours, brother. All right.
Same to you, man. And again, keep up the good work, and let's definitely talk.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely, man. Have a good one. I'll talk to you.
Take care, brother.
All right.
All right.
All right. Later, man.
Bye. Okay, so Tom, I want to thank our 3 phone callers at the end of the night. Well, maybe next week the phone line will be on the whole show. I trust you. I have implicitly nothing but faith into you. I boost about you to everyone. So before we go tonight, we're gonna play another track from Johnny's father's doo-wop 50s music. What are we playing before I say goodbye to everyone?
We are gonna play "I Need Her" from Johnny Rizzo and the Blackhearts.
Johnny Rizzo and the Blackhearts. I'm sure Joan Jett would have had a nice lawsuit going on.
Anyway, had it first.
Before we play the song, Johnny, I just want to say to everybody out there in Radio Land, watching on Facebook and all that stuff, thank you. Thank you for everything that you've been to us, to me personally, kind words, messages. And I know I keep going on and on and on about this. It's greatly appreciated. It's never forgotten. I want to wish all of you out there happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and all that stuff. We will be on the air next week for sure. And I can't wait to have you join us again. Tell us about your holidays and stuff. And from myself, Johnny, Mario, mad love, thank you. And, here's Johnny's father with Johnny Rizzo and the Blackhearts singing I Need Her.
Yep.
And take it in the can. Happy holidays.
I hate this fucking thing.
What happened?
Now you hear it.